do today with our homes. We build our homes so in maximum 50 years we'll knock them down and build a new house, right?
Right.
But look what we have over here. Things that stayed for 2,000 years. I don't know what will stay from our culture in another 2,000 years because we are just, everything is disappearing. Here, it's an amazing, with the means they had then. I'm just talking about those stones. Those are limestone, yes. Monolith, which means one stone. Just think of carving it, schlepping it, bringing it to the place. Look how many there are here. And look at the mosaic floor. You know how much time it takes to do each piece in? Just think, the smaller, by the way, the pieces are, you can get better pictures out of that, and then it's nicer, but it's a lot of wood. Now, this is one of the main buildings for those cultures. For instance, here we are. Probably here was the barber. Here was manicure, pedicure. Over here, massage. Okay, here you go. Over there, mocha milkshakes. I saw that you like it so much. The golf course. And look, if you will look over here, look here's an outdoor pool. I love that pool. I wonder why they don't make it today. Where according to if you sit at the lower level, the water gets up to here. And you sit there and water gets up to here. You go one step up, the water gets up to here. Or you sit and the water gets up to here. So meanwhile you can drink the chocolate milkshake you ordered from there.
Let your nails dry.
We will proceed here and we go from the outdoor pool.
You're good.
If you come over here, you will understand how the steam bath was made. It had 4 rooms. One was the wardrobe, we don't count it, so 3 are the important ones after the wardrobe. It's the place where wardrobe, you change your clothes. Then you go to a cold room. Then you proceed to a middle temperature room and to the steam room, which we see over there. Because it was open to the public, people paid. Probably Roman citizens didn't have to pay, or Roman soldiers didn't have to pay, but all the others had to pay. It was a huge place. And by the way, if you want to read the sign, you start from the right, because it's Hebrew. And the story takes place from the right. But how was it built? Look, at that time cement came to be used only in the late Roman period. Even at the Byzantine period, they didn't yet use cement, and certainly not the kind of cement we use today. So what did they do? They needed a room under the floor to put wood in and let it up with fire. So they made those pillars to hold tiles, square big tiles that were put, They were smeared with plaster that the smoke won't come out as the wood was pushed in through here, between the pillars, under the floor that was on. They would light the fire and pour water will make the steam. But there wasn't enough for the Romans. They came and in Masada, you can see, they wanted also the walls to screen the heat, and they put tiles, hollow tiles, that were connected to the fire area, and they were glued to the wall. You can see it on one of the, here I think you can see the picture of that. Here you can see the picture, the pillars, the floor, and the tiles are connected to the floor, and the heat would spread also from the wall for the water and the steam. Any questions? We will proceed over here now.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna get a picture.
That's all right. We're just
Go ahead. I need to
We're just
zoom in on this
observing.
a little bit to be able to read it.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. This is a huge building.
This building or this city stayed for many hundreds of years. If the Greeks had built it, it means 300 BC, and it was destroyed by an earthquake in the year 750. So it's over 1,000 years that this was standing. While it was here, and you can see it was, look at the plaster on the walls, it was a beautiful city.
Yeah.
You see still the colors here, we don't do nothing to leave it the way it was. In Masada they did it, but the colors are amazing, so did we find also in Jerusalem. Here, the Greeks probably have had an idol. Then the Romans came, switched the names of the idol. Same idol with another name. And then they became Christians, they moved it out, and you have the cross. So this is the Byzantine time. Greek and Romans, just the name, and when the Romans become Byzantines, they switch and change the whole thing.
This is where they put the wood on the fire.
Here's the back entrance where they'd push the wooden fire in there.
If you walk here, look at the marble. First of all, you have to realize that we don't have marble in Israel. We have limestone, but no marble. Marble was brought over here from Europe, from Romania and those countries. Now, look, an interesting thing, and if you want to be archaeologist yourself, well, or may I impress your friends when you come here again in 2 months, you will be here going with them and you will say, look at the mosaic floors, and suddenly you see that they were covered with marble floor. So this is from the time of Justinianus in the year 500. He has done the same thing in the big church that was built in Bethlehem. He just didn't like the mosaic. It was out, not in anymore, and he covered it with that. So difference in time is about 300 years between the mosaic, or actually the Greeks already started with mosaic, and we find beautiful mosaic all over the countries from those period. So if we talk about the Greeks, and we're at 300 BC, and Justinianus is in the year 500, so 800 years later, they said enough with a mosaic, let's cover it with a calera.
So what did they put under the marble? It looks like there's something to make the floor level. See all those black stones and concrete under there?
Now
That's
we-
not the thickness of the marble.
No.
The marble's just on top.
Yeah,
What's that underneath it?
they put some kind of
Subflooring.
It is hard to keep the grout clean.
And
so I
just
can
for those
understand.
who are interested to know how did they do the mosaic, they used to put some kind of soft plaster that will dry later. They will paint on the mosaic the formation they want, and then push it in. Okay, they had stones, 20 different colors, and the smaller the stones were, the more precise the picture came out. We will proceed over here.
I check to make sure this is recording every once in a while.
Yeah,
I'll get 3, 4, 5, 10 minutes in, and
yeah, and then you just see your
Whoops.
battery's dead or
or I never push record.
Big city, big space.
Man, what a snapshot in time! This is amazing. I think they built these roads, or is this us? Are these original?
Yeah.
So they purposefully did the hump
Yeah.
for the water.
That's right.
Wow,
The sewage was under here, under those.
wow.
Last place I want to show you over here.
Oh, I thought you said it was. Oh, Jared.
Okay.
How high was it when you started excavating this?
It was also gravel over here. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it, or I did, I think. I did say that Beit She'an was destroyed in the year 750 because of an earthquake. So everything fell down. And since